Greetings everybody, it's Nawasha and Ma Show You Do from the Coleman House Initiative, and today we are going to talk to you about magnetic focus. So you may have already heard of the idea that whatever you focus on, whatever your thoughts are, is actually what you manifest. Maybe you've read The Secret or heard of the law of attraction in general, but today we wanted to let you in on some information on the higher understanding of the law of attraction, or the principle that really runs the universe.
So when we talk about magnetism, magnetism, and especially from a African-centered concept or a universal concept, because it truly is universal, magnetism is something that our ancestors, the concept of it brought to the world, literally brought it to the world. It's one of the 7 substances of the universe. Our ancestors teach us that the universe is made up of 7 substances, and it's magnetism, ether, light, electricity, solid, liquid, and gas. And so magnetism is the first substance. It is the root of what is commonly called gravity. But culturally, we have this thing where we parrot anything that we hear from other cultures that sounds mystical or whatever. So everybody is into talking about karma. Karma, they have these sayings that karma is a bee. Karma is a bee and it's going to come back and get you. Our ancestors actually did not agree with the concept of karma. They did not believe in it, and they knew that it was a slight variation on a concept that they taught, so similar that it's hard to discern the difference if you don't understand. And let me give you an example. Karma says that whatever you do will come back to you through the wheel of life. And what I find talking to a lot of our people, we don't even know what the concepts of karma are, really. We just say that term. But the difference in karma and magnetism says you are the sole controller. So whatever you do, you're actually doing it to yourself. You're pulling it to yourself. Not something that you do comes back to yourself. Now, to somebody who doesn't fully understand the spiritual concept of that or the cultural concept of it, it may sound similar, but it's a very different thing if you look at what magnetism is. And so what we're talking about here is what you focus on, what you're thinking about. And so we ask the question, how do we control, or how do we take the reins of a magnetic focus? And actually the question is the answer, because the answer is the questions that we ask ourselves. Every day we're asking questions. Every other second, where should I go? What should I wear? What am I doing? What should I eat? What's coming on TV next? What's she talking about? What's he talking about? We're constantly asking ourselves questions on a conscious and underconscious level. And so it is these questions that we pay attention to that move us in a particular direction. Now, there's 2 types of questions that you can ask, and watch it, break it down.
2 types of questions are questions that empower you, and then questions that disempower you.
What's the difference?
For example, if you are saying, why is my man always lying to me? That's a disempowering question. Because whatever question that you ask, your brain is just going to respond to the question, assuming that that is valid. It's not going to filter through logic or different types of information. If you're saying, why is my man always lying to me? Why do I always pick men that cheat on me? Why do I always get women that are crazy? Then you are going to find the answer because you asked a why question. Your brain's going to say that's what you deserve. Your brain's going to say all men are dogs. Your brain is going to say women can't be trusted because you've asked the question why. Now, a more empowering question that you could ask yourself is, how did I get into this in relationship? How can I be more respected in my relationships with others? Because it adds some responsibility to your action and it empowers you to do something. So for one, you can not ask yourself why questions, and instead but ask yourself how questions, because it implies some action and some responsibility on your part.
Or what?
Or what else? What can I do to have more respect? But definitely being conscious of the question is the first part. So a lot of times we're not even aware that we are asking those questions. Like Mancho said, everyone's doing it
all day
long. We sometimes only pay attention to the people that we think are crazy,
right,
to put in quotes, or the people who are talking out loud a lot of times. But if you think about it, you have asked yourself, like Mancho said, what's somebody doing? Well, I'm hungry. What should I eat? What should I wear? That's how you are living all day. So you might as well take advantage of that and ask the most empowering question that you can, that's going to move your life forward in any facet of your life, even though I just brought up examples in relationships.
Right. And so, as Nawasha said, we want to stay away from why questions. And the reason why, because I'm sure you might have asked why. The reason why is because a why question is what they call an endless loop question. It doesn't really have an answer. The answer to any why question can simply be why. So if you ask, why is so-and-so and so, whatever someone gives you the answer, your response could be why.
Well, you'll know that if you have any children.
Right. And well, the way the brain is, the brain acts as a constant discovery tool or a constant computer. So whatever you put, whatever input, it outputs what you said and not what you're trying to say. So say what you want to say. Mm-hmm. Ask a question that will empower you. And when you live out an answer, you want to ask a question, like Nawasha said, that gives the responsibility to the answer to you. Mm-hmm. So what do I need to do to make sure that I get out of this relationship, or that I take charge in this relationship, or that I set the tone or the foundation, or what do I need to do to establish the kind of relationship that I want? Where are the places I need to go? Who are the people that I need to see? Instead of saying, why am I the one that's always in these types of relationships?
Well, why can't I never find nobody? You might have to ask yourself, where would the person that I want to be with be? What kind of person would that person be attracted to? And then embody that and reflect that so that you can attract it. So that is the part of magnetic focus that we wanted to talk to you about today. And we wanted to leave you with the exercise because we believe in doing something immediately.
Right away.
So we want to say right now you can take some action in your life and decide on 3 or 4 empowering questions that you can ask that's going to bring the law of magnetic focus and magnetism into your life. How can I attract more love into my life? How can I be more loving? What can I do today to be a better wife or a better husband? What can I do today to be a better parent, a better daughter, son? Any one of those types of things that really bring some focus. We're going to say you do 3 or 4 of them, and we would love to hear your questions and have you share them so that other people can be inspired as well. So if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, feel free to type in your question to share with everyone so that we can all do better, move forward, and really use this law and principle in our lives.
And we have a question. What is it that we can do as Mancho and Nawasha, the Akoma House Initiative, to increase the love of Black and brown people, to put that love in a culturally relevant context and make it artistic and fun so that we can enjoy each other and increase our standing in the world? We ask that question every day, and we live that question every day, and that's why we're the Akoma House Initiative and we do what we do. So if you can follow that, you get the power of what magnetic focus will do. And so until we meet again, we leave you as we always do by saying Nia Akoma Hotel.